be live once more. Just had a little bit of a problem to fix with the name. If you're seeing this after the fact, I am playing Sonic Mania. I'm going to be finishing off what's left of the solo Sonic story as a build-up for Sonic Forces. I know Sonic Forces has been leaked. Any Forces spoilers will result in an instant ban for my channel. I just need a minute to set everything up on social media. Should be everything and everywhere out and about. Alright, what is going on, everybody? Cheese9000X here playing Sonic Mania. 1 week till Forces release. I know the game's been leaked. We're going to be finishing off the solo Sonic story where we left off last time in Hydro City Zone, or Hydrocity Zone, or however you want to pronounce that. I'm not going to judge you, but the correct term is, in fact, Hydro City. Alright, let's get started. Hydro City Zone was kind of one of my favorites because it was always one that I remember from my childhood, because I had Sonic 3 on the Virtual Console on the Wii. I do remember drowning a lot during this stage, funnily enough, and not much else, really. I have, like, vague, indeterminate memories of playing it every time I play Sonic 3 on an emulator. I'd always get through Angel Island, and if I couldn't be bothered to put in the level select code on the little pulley things, damn it, the little pulley things, I would always end up in Hydro City Zone, and I think I ended up getting stuck on Act 1. Mostly because I'm kind of terrible at Sonic games, funnily enough. Or at least the retro games. Alright, let's see here. Something I didn't know was a reference was the bubbles that appear later in this act. I just kind of thought they were an original thing. I did not know they were a reference to the Master System / Game Gear games. Where oh no, 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 oh no. Okay, I'm good. The Master System games where Sonic would subsequently get trapped in a bubble in the underwater stages. Another thing that I don't know if they put in the Master System games, because I never really played them, is the bubbles actually preventing you from drowning and deflecting shields like a regular bubble shield would. Oh no. Whoever's idea it was to put the Labyrinth Zone spikes in Hydro City, that was a bad idea, and I hope you're aware of that. Labyrinth Zone was never really one of my favorites from the original Sonic 1. An unpopular opinion, at least to me, and I have the unpopular opinion that Sonic 1 isn't the best. It's not the worst, but it's not exactly the best. There are definitely more stages in Sonic 1 that I don't like than ones that I do. I'm not a big fan of Labyrinth Zone, or Marble Zone, or not Starlight Zone, oh, the name's drawing a blank on me. Not Starlight Zone, Spring Yard. I'm not keen on Spring Yard either. My two favorite zones in Sonic 1 are Green Hill and Starlight Zone. Scrap Brain Zone's very take it or leave it. The third act is just more of Labyrinth Zone, and I don't like that. Labyrinth Zone is, for a first attempt, it's pretty good, but I'm not a fan. Marble Zone, not really. They did a good job recreating Marble Zone in LEGO Dimensions and making me not hate it. So props to the TT team for that. TT team. Alright, careful to not pop myself like that. Okay. And then I just kind of roll around here. But yeah, Forces does come out next week. I will be doing a stream from as early as I physically can, where I play the entire game from beginning to end live. Probably gonna have a buddy along with me for that, because as you can kind of as you can kind of see, my impromptu one-person streaming, I'm not doing very well at this. My impromptu one-person streaming ability is not exactly the best. I'm just... What's going on here? Hello, second person. Never mind, you left. Okay. Yeah, my impromptu solo streaming ability is not the best. I like to think it's getting better, but I do kind of need some feedback on that. So if you do like the kind of solo impromptu stream where I just kind of babble on about whatever's on my mind while I play video games, which is never really a good idea because, as several people can probably tell you, I'm not the best at multitasking. But if you do like this kind of Monday casual streaming where I'm not playing any particular game that's just come out, I'm just playing whatever game I feel like playing, or whatever game's been voted on Twitter, as the case is 2 weeks ago, Sonic Mania. But yeah, if you do like this kind of Monday, I'm gonna say chit-chat, casual kind of chit-chat stream. If you do like that, please leave a comment down below telling me that you like it, because I can't tell. I definitely want to try and get better at this. That's why I'm doing more of these Monday live streams. Oh, hey, look, I got 2 bubbles. And... oh no, Eggman's probably gone. We're about to fight the Hydro City Zone boss, which is probably one of my favorite bosses in the game. Granted, not exactly saying much, considering all of the bosses in this game are pretty great. But this is one of my favorites, mostly because of the role reversal. You'll see what I'm talking about later if you haven't played the game or you haven't got this far. I know Missed Adventure, who was here for my big Sonic Mania livestream, left right after I completed Stardust Speedway. So if Missed Adventure does turn up again, then she'll be able to see kind of the rest of the game, really. She was never really hyped for Sonic Mania. She was more hyped for Forces, I was more hyped for Forces, but like I still understood that Mania was going to be pretty good. Though, from what I've heard, the reception to Forces so far, based on leaks, has been mixed. I think I'm going to enjoy it from the demo and from what I played at Eurogamer. I don't think it might not be as great as, say, Colors or Generations. And with that... oh, yeah, role reversal. Normally Eggman's the one sitting in this little egg pod thingy. Let's do some checkpoint juggling. They actually turned this into a challenge act in Sonic Generations, where you had to, where if you were playing as Classic Sonic, you had to bounce the goalpost through the map to get it to the end. And if you let it drop anywhere outside of the sort of designated area, you'd lose like 5 seconds of a timer, because it was a time challenge. Hydro City Act 2's got a really, really nice theme to it, and I felt I was trying to take the upper path. Hello, second person. Please, make yourself at home in the chat. We're just playing some Sonic Mania, sort of the last of Sonic's story, or as far as I can get within an hour and a half. If I don't complete the story in this week, I won't be playing this next week, so you'll have to... I've only got 5 lives. I won't be playing this next week, because I will be... as the Monday stream next week will be Sonic Forces, the Sonic Forces demo at least, in a sort of hype build-up to Sonic Forces, which will be Tuesday, so there will be 2 streams next week. one on Monday, and then the next one on the Tuesday. There could potentially be one between now and then, depending on how I feel. I've been tempted to live stream LEGO Dimensions since it was officially announced that since it was officially announced that they were canceling it. But certain plans have fallen through. I will have some more videos up. I might have a friend who's coming over to play some VR games, so I might be streaming that. Whoever the second person is that's watching, please introduce yourself in the chat. I'm sounding needy. And they've left. Okay. I hate these fish. I don't know what it is about those fish. Maybe it's the fact that they latch onto you and they just keep taking your rings until you die. They don't stop once you hit zeros and like make you weaker or anything. They just... Ooh, 3 people. They just keep taking your rings. I don't like that. Hydro City was a really good zone in Sonic 3. I do remember really liking it. My favorite Sonic 3 and Knuckles stage, because I do count both games as one, as it was intended. But my favorite Sonic 3 and Knuckles stage probably has to be either Lava Reef, which I'm so glad made it into this game, or Ice Cap. Probably gonna say Lava Reef, because it did have the whole Hidden Palace thing. Alright, let's go with Supersonic. Let's cheese the rest of it. If I can work out how momentum works. Alright. If you weren't here last week, we basically completed up to Hydro City Zone, not including, obviously, and we did manage to get all 7 Chaos Emeralds. I'm not sure if we got them by Stardust Speedway, sort of before or after. I don't remember exactly when, but I know that we did get them sort of fairly early in the game, which is kind of funny, because if you were here for the big Mania stream, the midnight stream, I was finding the special stages really difficult, and it's kind of funny because I've had practice. I have the game on the Switch because I won it in a Premi de Remi live stream. But on the Switch version, I actually have all bar 1 of the bonus sphere medals, the blue sphere medals, as well as 4 100% complete save files. Alright, then I want to come up here. But Sonic Forces does look great, though. I've seen a lot of people shitting on it, and apparently, like, the level design team's all new. I don't mind that, per se. Like, from what I've played, as I said, from what I've played in all the demos, the level design team did a good job, especially if they are a bunch of newbies. And then I do the whole Jesus thing. And I come up here, and I go down here, and I believe this is now the boss fight. And now, in theory, I can do double damage, hopefully. And Supersonic can still drown. Like, what's going on with that? And also, Supersonic can, in fact, damage this boss, but, like, it's easier if you use the little mines, because you do get the air bubbles. Alright, and then we've just got the sort of standard Hydro City 1 boss. Except this time, Eggman's actually piloting it. Hopefully I can do something in the next 16 seconds. Oh no. Nah, I'm definitely done. Of course. Sure seen it coming. Hello, second person! Hopefully I can pick up some rings while I'm in here. Maybe this second run won't go as badly. To the person who has just joined, we're playing Sonic... I say we. I'm playing Sonic Mania, doing the last sort of part of the Sonic solo story, picking up where we left off at Hydro City Zone. So far, I've already beaten Act 1, this is the Act 2 boss. A really nice chase sequence, I really like this boss fight. The Hydro City bosses are really creative in my opinion. But there are a good few bosses in this game that I think genuinely are really creative. The Puyo boss in Chemical Plant, the Hydro City Act 1 boss. I'm a big fan of the Stardust Speedway Act 2 boss, because that's got a whole bunch of different references in it. Alright, round 2. Luckily, this time around, I don't have as much of a... because I had a really bad cough last week. But I don't have as much of a cough this week, so I'm doing a little better. This boss is a really bad one for Supersonic, because he does make you wait, like, a lot, and if you've got limited rings as well with Supersonic... Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, okay. I don't want a game over on Hydro City Zone. I'll be my first game over of this save. I don't want a game over on Hydro City Zone. 1 second. To readjust myself. I don't want a game over in Hydro City Zone. Please don't let me game over in Hydro City Zone. And it's not a case of like with Battlefront where I was doing really badly because I hadn't eaten, so like my reflexes were shot. This I think is just genuinely me being terrible at it because I haven't played the Hydro City boss, the Act 2 boss at least, in a while. Alright, let's go up here. That's gonna hit him anyway. The boss fight's really cool. The second phase is just the Hydro City Act 1 boss, but this first phase is really nice, and I do like it. Okay, now I've actually got rings, so hopefully I should fare a little bit better. Okay, 10 rings. 10 rings is pretty good. I should fare better on 10 rings. A cool Easter egg that they could have had here, that they kind of missed out on, is when you drown in this section in Sonic 3 on its own, I believe, if you jump out after the drowning music plays, the music switches from the Sonic 3 mini-boss theme to the Sonic and Knuckles mini-boss theme. And I think it would have been funny if the same thing kind of happened here. There we go, third time's the charm. Where if playing this, it switches from the Mania sub-boss theme, it switches from the Mania boss theme to like one of the Sonic 3 themes or something. They could have just reused the original... That's weird, my Alexa went off. They could have just reused the original, Sonic 3 Genesis soundtrack, or they could have got T-Lopes to remaster. I wouldn't have cared either way. The Waffle Warlock. Wow. Hello, the Waffle Warlock. If you're just joining us, we're playing Sonic Mania, the last part of Sonic's story on his own. No Tails, no Knuckles. We just finished beating Hydro City Zone, which was the first zone, which was where we left off last time, and we're now moving on to Mirage Saloon Act 1, which has probably my favorite track in the entire game. Maybe bar Chemical Plant Act 2. Mostly because of this kind of guitar. I'm so sorry, your stream is so dead. Hi. Okay. I mean, you're not wrong. You didn't need to come along and say that, to be honest. You don't really need to apologize, but because it's not your fault. I'm fully aware of that fact. I'm not doing this because I want a lot of viewers, I'm doing this because I find it fun. Okay, I can never get that shield for some reason. Oh hey, the second person left. So, that's probably the Waffle Warlock who came here. Probably... Whoever's doing that outside needs to stop. One second, I just need to close my window so there's no external sound. Because I am just kind of sitting in my bedroom doing this. So yeah, that second person who left is probably just the Waffle Warlock coming over specifically to spite me. And... oh no. And I guess I must be doing something right, because I've never actually had anyone come over and spite me before. I suppose I'm doing kind of the wrong thing. Oh look, it's the, Spring Yard lights. If you play Sonic 1, the light on the train is the spinning light from Starlight Zone. Alright, now I'm gonna jump down. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. I do really like the Mirage Saloon Act 1 music though, because I don't know, it's kind of got that like upbeat rock, I'm gonna say, that I, as somebody who grew up with the likes of Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, it's kind of been in place in my mind that Sonic's kind of got this jamming rock to him. So I think that's why I like this music, because it's really just upbeat, just really fast, rocky, kind of guitar-y. Oh, there's another second person. Hello there! But Mirage Saloon Act 1 is definitely one of, if not my favorite track in Mania. T-Lopes did an outstanding job on this. Mirage Saloon Act 2, it's a good song, got nothing on this. Not even gonna try for that shield. Ah! Alright. Alright, second time's the charm, hopefully. I'm not gonna go for the special stage ring. Oh wait, no. Is that not until later? Okay. Running out of rings. Yeah, see on the top there, right behind the little, the smokestack chimney thing, the spring yard. It's the spring yard light. I'm definitely not gonna try for the special stage, mostly because Supersonic is really bad for the Mirage Saloon 1 boss, and if I screw up the jump, I'm getting a game over, and I kinda don't want to do that. Why not? Let's go for Blue Sphere. I'm not that good at Blue Sphere, I need to concentrate. I don't know why I'm singing along to this song, kind of out of place. Do 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 do. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Never been any good at Blue Sphere. I was I thought when it came back, I thought it was really neat, but I was not a big fan. I've never been a big fan of Blue Sphere. Didn't like it in Sonic 3, didn't like it in Sonic Knuckles. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I don't like it here. But luckily, it's not a requirement to get the Chaos Emeralds, and that's something that kind of makes it okay, in my opinion. Oh. Having a boss that moves in a 3D plane when your entire game uses 2D graphics is kind of not a good thing to do, in my opinion. Maybe they thought it was a good idea. They probably did because it's in the game. But the Mirage Saloon Act 1 boss is by far my least favorite in the game. At least the Knuckles Act 1 boss was alright. It was kind of a reuse of the Gigaopolis, I think it was called, from one of the Master System games. I think it was Sonic 2 on the Master System or something like that. But this is just a different... It's clever. And if they did do this on, like, I don't know, Saturn hardware, Mega Drive hardware, it would definitely... Okay, that was weird. It would definitely be considered technically impressive. Even if it would probably be even more annoying because the Mode 7 style depth, like this little screen depth, the Mode 7 style screen depth would probably make everything a little bit more annoying. I mean, just look at Sonic CD's special stages. Alright, and that took me one try. Hopefully, Mirage Saloon Act 2 goes a little bit better, so then I can kind of instantly game over and reset my life count. And it's the Heavy Magician. Okay, this time it's Bach. That's actually a random, like, appearance. Sometimes it's Bach, sometimes it's Bean, sometimes it's Knack. Alright, Mirage Saloon Act 2. Probably... It's got really nice music, doesn't have anything on Act 1. Act 1 kind of blew my mind by being a Sky Chase in the Desert thing. But, like, Mirage Saloon Act 2 was the second new stage we knew about, because we knew about 2 of the new stages before Mania came out. It was Mirage Saloon Act 2 and Studiopolis Act 1. I think I'm gonna go Supersonic here just to make everything go past a little bit quicker. Maybe make up some lost time in the Hydro City zone. Alright, I want to come up here. This is by no means a speedrun. Please do not consider it a speedrun. Oh hey, I got a life, so that means if I screw up in the next area or something, it's not going to go as badly. I want that. Nope, checkpoint. Not gonna go for the, Blue Sphere stage this time. Mostly because I have nothing to gain from it. Not that I could probably play on this live stream anyway. I'll probably either get better at Blue Sphere or find like a PS4 save editor or something. Most people will probably castrate me for interrupting Mirage Saloon Act 2's music, but as I said, it's not that big of a deal for me. I think the Heavy Magician illusion boss, I think that's always a fixed order, because I believe it's always like Knack, Bean, and then Bach. There's not much I can do outside of wait. because the damage phases are really... Because then it'll just transform again, and then I bump. And then I gotta wait for it to go back into the box, randomize the transformation, come back out as Knack. I believe the next hit should be the final one because I've cycled through like 3 already. Yeah, there we go. And then we go on to the next zone, which is my least favorite in the game, and it was on my wish list, but then I ended up absolutely hating it. Oil Ocean. It's not that bad in Sonic 2, but the Act 2 boss is so... I'm not a fan of it. Like, it's cool that Oil Ocean came back because it was one of the more visually unique zones from Sonic 2. But like my personal hope for the for a different Sonic 2 rep would have been Hidden Palace, because anybody who knows me knows that Hidden Palace from Sonic 2 is probably my favorite zone in any Sonic game ever. Just the aesthetic of it, to the music, like track 10 is so good. Track 10 from, if you don't know what I mean by track 10, if you go into the sound test for Sonic 2, and go and play the song, the 10th track, it's an unused track that was thought to be for Hidden Palace Zone. Ooh, that was very close. That could have killed me. Another thing I don't get, and I feel like they could just patch it in, is that when you had a fire shield on previously, if you turn into Supersonic, the fire shield no longer sets the oil on fire. But the strange part is it does when you're invincible. If you're invincible and you had a fire shield on, the oil will still be set alight if you touch it. So I don't know why Supersonic doesn't. Not a game breaker. But it's just a funny little thing that I noticed. Alright. Alright. Tree fuel. I'm doing pretty good. Then we get down here. I forget where everything is in Oil Ocean, mostly because I don't play it. Alright, here's the handyman. And I'm done. Up on half an hour. I think there's only a couple zones left in the game. I think it's this, Lava Reef, Metallic Madness, then Titanic Monarch. Hopefully Titanic Monarch shouldn't take too long. Alright, and then we get to Act 2, where everything's all on fire. And this is the one that I don't like. Like, Act 1 is meh. I'm not a big fan of Act 1 either, but I just really don't like Act 2. It's got a very similar thing to the Sandopolis gimmick, where everything kind of fogs up after a while, and you have to, like, pull switches to clear it out. I didn't like Sandopolis in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I didn't like it at all. The ghosts, the sand, none of it. Sandopolis is probably... It's the only zone from Sonic 3 and Knuckles that I can't, like, recall in my head. Because I'm kind of a shitty person, I never beat Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I played it and, like, beat Death Egg Zone and the Doomsday Zone on, like, actual Mega Drive hardware. at a Comic-Con, but I've never truly beaten 100% of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Maybe I'll change that one? Yeah, see? Even with invincibility, it still sets the oil on fire. Alright, now what I want to do is I want to get this fire shield. I want to come down here. And is there a second path down here? There is. Because I remember seeing Sergio play this on the Sonic official live streams, and it kind of blew my mind that there was a complete second path down here. Right, I'm gonna go Supersonic just to avoid death. Fire shield's good. I still have no idea where I'm going. Except we've got these submarines, which I didn't realize were a reference to anything until I saw like a good couple people point out that something like this happened in, I think it was Marina Madness in Knuckles Chaotix. Knuckles Chaotix, I do like Knuckles Chaotix, like the concept is definitely there, the level design has something to be desired, I think, not New Tragic Kaiser. The Green Hill of Knuckles Chaotix, the name seems to be slipping my mind right now, but there were only like 2 zones that were really good in Knuckles Chaotix, and it was weird because in Sonic 1 they had 3 acts, and everybody complained, so they went down to 2 acts, with the exception of Metropolis Zone 2. But then Knuckles Chaotix had 5 zones with 5 acts, and you kind of played all of them randomly, and it was a bit weird. But there was definitely a Green Hill equivalent in Knuckles Chaotix, and I just don't remember what it is. But it was between that and Speed Slider. Right, now I'm gonna... Now, luckily enough, I've actually got Supersonic this time. So I can just cheese this boss with no problems. Because I hate this boss unless I'm playing a Supersonic. Hopefully I don't run out of rings, because that would be really, really frustrating, in all honesty. There we go, hold on. Okay, Oil Ocean done. Coming up just past the half-an-hour mark, 38 minutes. Still got a dead stream according to the Wapple Warlock. Lava Reef Zone. I love this zone. I don't say it enough. Well, I probably do say it enough, but I love this zone. When I heard rumors that it would be coming back for Mania, I was ecstatic. Lava Reef, I love the aesthetic, I love Act 2, I love the music. It's just everything about Lava Reef Zone is so good to me. I don't know what it is. I think I've loved it ever since I was a kid and I sort of learned emulators and level select codes, and I just kind of kept replaying Lava Reef and Hidden Palace. Well, I've got 5 lives, so it should be 4 lives, so it should be fine. I don't want the game over on this stream, because if I can make it through without game overing, I will have a game over list save file. Unless I game overed sometime in the last stream. I don't think I did. I think those Stomper things, they're from Sonic CD, but I'm not 100% sure. If you if you were here for the last stream, you'll hear me recount tales of I never played Sonic CD. So Metallic Madness and Stardust Speedway may as well be new zones to me. It's not that I never played Sonic CD because I had no means of playing Sonic CD. I did play Sonic CD. I never played Sonic CD all the way through. And the prime reason behind that is a small little zone, a little zone in the game called Collision Chaos. I really don't like Collision Chaos. Apparently Wacky Workbench isn't that good either, but I never made it to Wacky Workbench because I could never beat Collision Chaos. I'm 18 years of age and I still can't beat Collision Chaos to this day. It's just... It's all over the place. I don't like it. Like, I'd much rather spend an hour in Labyrinth Zone than I would playing Collision Chaos for like 10 minutes. I always forget which way I have to spin dash to make these go up. Alright. I'm gonna go in here, grab this ring. Normally I'd hate to interrupt the music, but I do kind of want to get through this as quickly as I can. Mostly because I felt like I took an unnecessarily long amount of time on Hydro City, and I need to make up for that, in my opinion. Nope, don't want to go up here. I want to go down here. Then they kind of have this, which is like above Lava Reef, which I don't think you ever actually see in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I just think that's a cool little tidbit. Be cool if they did something a little more with Lava Reef, maybe like have the first stage be the inactive form and then have the second stage be a constant escape from like rising lava. I do have like a ideal list of levels that if I was in charge of like planning Mania's level layout, I would definitely choose, including a Titanic Monarch Act 3 and a Final Fever boss fight. I should definitely share that one day. Another thing that I noticed doesn't happen here that I have strong memories of in the original Sonic games is when you rev up the spin dash, the sound gets all distorted if you just kind of hammer away at the buttons. The problem is, I don't think that was included here because I don't think that was a thing with the original games. I just think that was a problem with how I emulated it. It's like if you rev up the spin dash, it just gets really high pitched, but I remember going... I can't really recreate the noise because it's a very weird noise. I've got 100 rings, I should be fine. I just stand here. And I'm done. And the lava gets all inactive. And then we go on to Lava Reef Act 2, which has definitely my second favorite track in the game. My second, third favorite track in the game. Mostly because I really love Hidden Palace and, like, Hidden Palace related things. But yeah, when I first, like, saw Lava Reef, I kind of hoped that they did the second zone with Hidden Palace music from Sonic 3, because as much as I like Hidden Palace from Sonic 2, Hidden Palace from Sonic 3 is a good substitute, in my opinion. Oh no, no. I don't want to be down here. Well, now I don't have a choice. hello to the second person joining us. If you're just joining us, we're playing through the latter part of the Sonic solo story in Sonic Mania. We started with Hydro City Zone, which was where we left off last time, and we are now on Lava Reef Act 2. I just keep getting one-ups, which is funny, because... I get that? Yeah! Right, then I want to come through here. And they kind of make you wait, and then you get a special stage ring. I think on the Switch, that's where I picked up my 7th Chaos Emerald. So I think my, I'm gonna say Chaos Emerald finding skills have greatly improved since the initial live stream. But I still suck at Sonic Adventure 2 treasure hunting stages. But I think that's mostly because the radar in those is horribly designed. Because in the original Sonic Adventure, there were still treasure hunting stages, but instead of one at a time... No, sorry. In Sonic Adventure 1, the Chaos Emerald Shard Radar, the Master Emerald Shard Radar, would pick up a shard regardless of where it was in the level, and regardless of which one it was. So it could pick up the third one first, or the second one first. Then, in Sonic Adventure 2, it's only the first one that goes off. Until you pick it up. So you could walk straight past the second Emerald Shard, and you wouldn't know about it because the radar wouldn't tell you, because it's not the Chaos Emerald you're supposed to pick up first. I see some speedruns where people pick up the second Chaos Emerald first because they just so happen to walk past it. Alright, 2 minutes 47 minutes on the stream. I think I'm doing pretty good on time. Now, is that the Death Egg in the background, or is that the Little Planet? Because it's like heavily implied that you free the Little Planet in the ending. And we might see that today. I might just play through to the ending if there's enough time, and if I can be bothered. Depending on how far I get. In the sort of hour and a half I'm allowing myself. But it's kind of implied that the Little Planet's still around. That makes the, That does kind of make the lore and the story of Sonic Mania, where it fits into the timeline, really crazy, but as Aaron Webber said, and as it breaks my heart to say, the lore doesn't make sense. Everything just makes sense within itself. It's all canon, just... Unless it's Sonic 06, Sonic 06 explicitly wrote itself out of the timeline, so it doesn't count. Another thing about this boss fight, the Motobug that the Heavy Rider rides on is called Jimmy. Now, back in, I'm gonna say 2005, there was a fan hack of Sonic 1 called Motobug the Badnik in Sonic the Hedgehog, where you played as the Motobug, and it was really slow, and it was virtually unbeatable. Oh, hey, Metallic Madness, but basically he created the fan hack Motobug in Sonic 1, and he was kind of an eccentric. He was very insane. And then in, I think it was 2014, 2015, he died in a car crash. And everyone was really sad because everybody thought that he was known as Polygon Jim, was a great person. So I guess as a little homage to Polygon Jim and his Motobug in Sonic 1 fan hack, they gave the Heavy Rider a Motobug called Jimmy. Just little touches like that make this game great, you know? Alright, Metallic Madness, the other Sonic CD zone in this game. With what can only be described as Seinfeld guitars. But listen carefully. Just the way it's kind of like bum, 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 bum. It's those weather pike things, and... getting supersonic in this stage, not an easy task. I have done it before, hopefully I'll be able to do it here. There is another glitch, I don't know if it's been patched, that I can... that in debug mode, if you hit the little plane switcher that, like, flings you into the background, and then activate debug mode, you will change, like, your sprite will scale down, but you'll still be on the foreground, so you'll be, like, floating above the ground. It works really well if you're playing a supersonic, because it does look like you're flying further above the ground. But at the same time, it's kind of... Alright, I don't want to be down here. Ah! Hitboxes, man. Alright, let's try this again. Whoa, 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 whoa! This isn't what I planned. Okay, guess I'm down here now. I guess I can roll down here just for extra momentum. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. There's some weird rap lyrics going on in the background. I think it's meant to be Eggman rapping. Have no idea what he's actually saying. Something, something, he's a genius. Damn it. Damn it. Oh well. To the two people that have joined, welcome. Glad to have you here. We're just playing the Sonic Mania Sonic Solo story. Started on Hydro City, got up to Metallic Madness 1. There's no... I need to do that again because I didn't get the electric shield. Ah! Alright. Metallic Madness was definitely a surprise for me, because there were a whole bunch of levels that got leaked for me. I did see, like, leaks of Hydro City, so it wasn't exactly a surprise. I did see leaks of, Stardust Speedway. Even the time travel aspect of Stardust Speedway got leaked. So, like, there weren't many surprises for me in the final game, but Metallic Madness definitely took me by surprise. And it's the Seinfeld guitars again. Am I gonna do it? There we go, Supersonic and Metallic Madness. Normally it's really difficult, but if I do get to use Supersonic, it always tends to be in the same place. The electric shield really does help. Alright, and then down here... Coming up on the hour mark. Actually, yeah, no, I want to go into the background. Because then... I think it's a shortcut. Because then we have the boss that just kind of makes you wait around. A remix of the Final Zone from Sonic 1 that was literally just called Final Zone. Scratch Brain 3 didn't have a boss, it just had a transition directly into Final Zone. And it was basically this, except instead of 5 pillars, there were only 4 pillars. And you didn't have Supersonic, so you couldn't just stand around and wait. Oh no, he's over there this time. There's not much I can do here. But the final zone in the original Sonic 1 was always one that I would jump straight to. I would always input the level select code, up, down, left, right, then holding A and press start. And I'd always jump straight to final zone whenever I played Sonic 1, be it on any kind of actual hardware or the emulated version that you could play in Sonic Generations. I think it was specifically the PC version that had a copy of Sonic 1 included with it. It was literally like you could buy a controller for a Mega Drive, and it would be sitting up the top in Green Hill Zone, and you could put in the level select code. You couldn't put the debug mode code in, which I found out, but I always use the level select code. Sonic 1, still not one of my favorite games. Still more rap lyrics that I don't understand. This zone has a fairly... It's a fairly unique gimmick to it, that we'll probably see later in the Shrink Gates. Ah, here we go. The Shrink Gates. These were in Sonic CD, but I never saw them because I never got that far. I feel like I've reiterated this point too many times, but I was never good at Sonic CD. Collision Chaos is my worst nightmare, and I absolutely hate it, and everyone says Wacky Workbench is worse, but I'll never know because I never got there. The music for Metallic Madness 2, though, is really good. And I always found, like, Metallic Madness was kind of weird in Sonic CD, because you could create a good future in Eggman's base, I think. Because I think that's what Metallic Madness was supposed to be. It was supposed to be Eggman's base. So it's like you create a good future, but, like, you're still in Eggman's base. It's still around. Ah! Ran straight into it. More Shrink Gates. Am I gonna be able to cheese the boss for... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This bit's... I've seen people have difficulty in this section, though I can't work out why, because I've never had a problem there. Alright, now we've got the actual plane switches, which might hurt your eyes, and maybe the YouTube compression. The stream hasn't quite caught up on my end, so I won't know for sure. I keep getting hit. It's not intentional, it's because I suck. And I can't see a thing that's going on right now. Those different, like, sort of background, foreground, plane switchy things, I would have much rather they have just reused the springboard planes from Metallic Madness 1. Ah, crud. Probably not getting supersonic here anyway. Ah, I keep getting hit. I like to think it's streamer's curse, but at the same time I also like to think that I just suck. Alright, and then there's this. Basically, there is a way you can get stuck in this that will literally, I'm not gonna say hard lock the game, like, it'll soft lock you, you'll have to restart the entire act, if you can. Okay, can't spin dash through that. Learned that the hard way. Where am I going? Did he just say rat genius? I want... Here's a challenge to anyone watching who does any kind of cover. Do a cover of either of the Metallic Madness songs. Ah, screw it. Either of the Metallic Madness songs, if you can find some kind of definite lyric list, a cover of Metallic Madness would be really neat. Maybe it already exists, maybe I'm just an idiot and I don't know where they are. Okay, looks like I'm not cheesing this boss, but this boss is dreadfully easy anyway, considering it's like I'm not gonna say it's like the final boss, but it's like the second to penultimate boss. You summon like mini versions of this, of the Emerald Hill boss and the Marble Zone boss, I'm gonna say. I think it's Marble Zone. And tiny little Amy dolls, which scare the living daylights out of me, mostly because as a kid, the Tails doll was always terrifying to me. I had Sonic CD on the PC, and I always thought the Tails doll looked a little weird with its glaring, vacant eyes. Like, seriously, you go to the... You go to the, you go to see the Tails doll and think, as maybe a 4 to 5 year old, you think its eyes don't stare into your soul. There we go. And then this one is just... Oh wow, I still get hit. So the 3 people that are here, assuming one of them's not me, please introduce yourself in the chat. Alright, we've just passed the hour mark, and we're moving on to Titanic Monarch, Act 1. Honestly, another track that I admittedly kind of slapped on. It's pretty good. Try and get the... There we go. No. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Then I can just roll down here, spin, 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 jump. Titanic Monarch Act 2 is definitely a confusing stage. But Titanic Monarch Act 1 is really good. Oh, no, I don't want to be down here again. If I do get, like, a good run and I don't, like, spikes or something like I always do, I could probably get Supersonic in this level. Titanic Monarch 1 isn't a bad level for Supersonic, but it's not the best either. No, I want to be on this side. And I want to... Ah! You see, if I don't do things like that... But hopefully... And then there's the suicidal Uber, as I like to call it. And there's this sequence that just gets you like a shit ton of rings. There we go. That makes Titanic Monarch significantly less scary, I think. Oh, what? Where am I? Did I just find a shortcut that I didn't know existed? This game surprises me more and more every day, I swear. Even though I haven't played it in like a week, but that's besides the point. Okay. Okay, I know about this part. If I can, like, time my jumps correctly. Close enough. There's not really much I can say about Titanic Monarch Act 1, except for the fact that you kind of see this giant robot, and this part. But that reason is an actual nightmare. Right. The moving platforms. These will kill me if I'm not fast enough. Right, so I want to get that shield so I don't lose any extra rings. Kind of sad that I dropped Supersonic. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. That wasn't fair, I don't think. Titanic Monarch Act 1, it's not a bad zone. I'm not a big fan of this entire section. There we go. Hopefully I should be able to get Supersonic back. Okay, that was strange. There is a spring there. I always thought there was a spring there, but I never knew for certain. I want to run over here. Alright, and then we got more suicidal Ubers. Suicidal robot Ubers. Isn't that the future? And then we got more of these little high-speed sections. Dick move, fan robot thingy. Dick move. And I wait for the seesaw to rock back down on this side. And then I... Yeah, that's gonna fall no matter what, isn't it? Ah! Alright, let's just... You know what? This is probably a lot better way to do it. I have no idea where I actually am right now because I don't recognize this section of Titanic Monarch. These levels are huge. So if I seem like I don't know where I am because this is the first time I've been here or something, it probably is. Either that or I'm just being terrible. Tends to be the latter, but I like to think that it's the former because I genuinely don't recognize this area. I want to go up there. Let me go up there. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to go up there. I think I'm supposed to go down here. And I can just roll. More suicidal Ubers. Springs. What was that? I heard like a weird ticking and I... That was strange. No, no, no. Alright, spin dash up here. Oh, there's a spring there. Helpful. Hello to the 4 people that are here. Please introduce yourself in the chat. We're playing Sonic Mania. The sort of final part of the Sonic solo story. The next time I play Sonic Mania will probably be a Knuckles run. Or a Tails run. I'll, like, maybe put a vote on Twitter. Speaking of my Twitter, I don't mean to sort of shamelessly plug here, but if you don't follow me on Twitter, you probably should. It's where I'm most active, and it's where you can talk to me most often. Cammy. Hello, Cammy! Hello, Cammy. Yeah, as I said, we're just playing Sonic Mania. Normally, I'd really like to be using Supersonic for this because it makes it really easy. But instead, I just have to kind of damage boost it using invincibility frames. And even then, that doesn't always work, because now I have to deal with this worth buying. Oh, absolutely. If you've been kind of on the fence about Sonic Mania, I would say buy it. if you ever liked the original Sonic Mania, if you ever liked the original Sonic games, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, this is something that you want to buy. If Sonic 4 left a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth, I'd definitely buy it. If you just want more 2D Sonic, or if this ends up being your first experience with 2D Sonic, just buy this game. There are references to literally everything from the Mega Drive days. It's better than Sonic 4. I can't say that enough. But in my honest opinion, this is absolutely worth buying. If you've ever been on the fence about this, literally ask anyone who owns this game and they will tell you, buy it. It's cheap, it's great, it's fun. I would rant and rave, but I've kind of run out of words and I think I'm running out of time and I'm trying to beat this boss and I've only got like a minute left on the timer. Oh no. Finish them all, wanting a new game to plat up the new SP. Fair enough. If there are no platinum trophies, if you're more of a trophy hunter, there is not a platinum trophy for this game. It goes up to gold and then stops. But outside of that, it is just a ton of fun. Like, I've been playing... Oh, the South Park game. I do want to get the new South Park game. I didn't play Stick of Truth. I had been meaning to play Stick of Truth, but apparently if you get the Fractured But Whole, you get a free copy of Stick of Truth. If I'm thinking correctly. Then we have giant versions of the Metropolis gears. Cammy, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but if you get the Fractured But Whole, do you get a free copy of Stick of... Yeah, you get both. So I think waiting to get Stick of Truth ended up working better for me in the end. Because then I can just get Fractured But Whole and get both. Alright, this bit. I hate this bit. Alright, nailed that first try. Something's trophy hunt. There are some like kind of difficult trophies in this game. Like perfect runs, the blue sphere medals. Then there is like certain tasks. If you're looking for more platinum trophies, Sonic Mania won't be the game for you. There are no platinum trophies in Sonic Mania. It goes up the gold and stops. If you want something fun, like outside of trophy hunting, this is a good game. I'm not 100% sure how I would recommend it to trophy hunters. There are no platinum trophies, I do know that much, but the trophies that are there are pretty neat, in my opinion. Alright, that's 1 out of 4 segments done. Because for some reason they decided to break Titanic Monarch 2 into, like, 4 mini-zones? Where, like, none of them are a full zone and they're not really connected. People theorize that it might have been some kind of boss rush but, for the hard-boiled heavies. And there's more theories for that later, as I will probably explain when we get there. Yeah, we're coming up on the 1 hour 50 mark. I think I might just finish off the run, regardless how long it takes, and then... Cool, good luck and take care, thanks for the advice. Oh no, you're absolutely welcome. Thank you for stopping by and just, to ask. Just need someone to talk to, really. Definitely helps me a lot. And I suppose it helped you because now you know whether you want to buy this game or not. More suicidal Ubers. I don't understand why there are, like, taxis in this level that explode. Like, if it was for the sake of Eggman's, like, personal transportation throughout Titanic Monarch, that's kind of okay. But they explode. Yo, UK2. Streams best luck. Thank you, but hopefully you find what you wanted with this game as well. As I said, thank you for coming along. Really helps me out. And Supersonic's really helping me out here as well. And then I come down here. Kind of high-speed section. I think that was like related to the Heavy Rider. One more section. Hopefully, if I can like amass a whole load of rings here, I should be basically safe for the final boss. I just have to not screw this section up. I say screwing this section up. Okay. Okay. I'd really... Ah, come on. There we go. And then I jump up here. I bounce up here. I go down, up. More suicidal Ubers. Yeah, no, I definitely am not going to have enough rings for the final boss. Unless... Depends on how many rings I pick up here. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough. Oh, hey, they fixed that. Ah, that's fun. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna have enough rings to damage boost this. I don't even know if I've got a regular shield on still. Which means I'm more than likely going to die right here. Oh, that's fun. Please don't fire rockets. I think this is like a reference to the to a Scrap Metallic Madness boss from like Sonic CD. Yeah, Sonic CD, Scrap Metallic Madness boss. I don't remember what exactly the concept of it was. Right, and then I wait for the electricity to leave, and then... Then, come on. Alright, then this next section is the Heavy Gaiden? No, Heavy Shinobi. I thought it was Heavy Gaiden. Why was I thinking Heavy Gaiden? So then he falls down and around, and then stops there and like launches blades. One of them nearly pokes me in the back. This is really easy. It seems kind of scary when you first do it, but then once you get the hang of where he lines up and where he shoots from, it's pretty much easy. Ah, no, 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 no. Okay. Looks like we're gonna be having another shot at Titanic Monarch 2. I'm getting to the 1 minute 20 mark. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run through the rest of this, whether or not it takes me to 2 hours or not. Oh no, okay. I think if I just stand over here, the Phantom Gunner. Oh, by the way, that's these like hard-boiled heavy returns. What a lot of people thought was going to be like a boss rush thing. Like you were going to be able to defeat them or something in Titanic Monarch Act 2. I would have liked to see a lot of the concepts for this game and what got left on the cutting room floor beyond the files that are already in the game for things like Hidden Palace, Scrap Brain, the Scrap Studiopolis boss, and things like that. Alright, he ducks to the right first. Then over here, that nearly stabs me in the face. And then I come back and then I can just kind of sit over here and wait, really. Okay, two rings. I can do well with 2 rings. This is the magician part, right? Yes, there is no way in hell I will... Okay, one ring. I can walk with 1 ring. I keep getting hit, and I'm like a little panicked right now. All right, and then there's this section with a heavy rider. That's apparently something I can hit, but I have no idea what it is. But luckily, there's a lot of rings down here that I just dropped. Oh, 2 rings is good. That's a free... It's a free set of free set of free hits. Like, because this boss kind of does get easier as it goes along. And then it should just revert back to heavy gunner. Okay, I thought if I sat over there I'd be fine. Apparently not. Come on, it can't be much more hits to go. There we go. Alright, and now we get... L Sonic Gamer, fuck you. Fuck you too, L Sonic Gamer. But now we are on the Egg Reverie boss fight, where it's the Heavy King versus Eggman versus Sonic. And it's a 3-way boss fight for the Phantom Ruby, and it's an absolute nightmare, and I've got a mod for this coming out later, either today or tomorrow, depending on how I feel. Right, so the tactics here are stay close to the ground and make sure you pick up a lot of rings. Because the rings... And make sure you don't get hit by the Egg Reverie's, the Heavy King's attacks. Because they will take rings out of you. And that's just not something you want. Also, avoid that dodge attack at all costs. That like, dash attack, because that will take rings away from you. It's like 5 rings per dash. And then here's the part that everyone says sounds like Fist Bump, and I completely agree. In fact, I thought it sounded like Fist Bump when I first heard it. There's a separate individual recording of this on my channel. From when I completed the Egg Reverie fight, in my Sonic and Tails file. Yeah, getting up on the half-an-hour mark, but I'm already on Egg Reverie, so I'm gonna complete Egg Reverie and then I'm gonna cut the stream. Something I've always wondered about the Egg Reverie fight, is it possible to time over? Because as you can see, the timer is all kinds of crazy. So, like, if you do just manage to wait for like a solid 10 minutes, will you die? Say you like max out your ring counter and just like sit there for 10 minutes. Alright, that means... Alright, if that's the Heavy King done, then that means there's only one more hit on... And then... more infinite sound effects. Then Sonic goes through the portal, and then... this B-Team animated cutscene plays. And the little planet's sitting there, and it's like, why is the little planet sitting there? Is this related to Sonic CD? I thought that that was already freed, unless Sonic CD canonically ended badly. Because then the little planet just kind of goes away, and Sonic is assumed dead in the classic world, because he goes through this portal and does the Sonic Forces pose. So it's kind of heavily implied that he just went straight to Sonic Forces, and that the classic Sonic from Sonic Forces is the one from Sonic Mania. Which I don't have a hard time believing. Gonna skip the credits. You can see the credits in the initial live stream. But that's now 2 100% complete save files, with 2 more save files prepared for the next time I decide to play Sonic Mania. So that's one with Sonic and Tails, and that's one for Sonic on his own. Thank you for everyone who joined. Thank you to Cammy12309. Thank you to the Waffle Warlock, I believe his name was. And thank you to the L Sonic Gamer for interacting with the chat. The hour and a half we've been here. If you don't already, I highly suggest you follow me on Twitter at Cheese9000X. If you do like this content and want to see more, I will be streaming next Monday the Sonic Forces Japanese demo. And on next Tuesday, I will be streaming the full game of Sonic Forces in a similar way to the Sonic Mania live stream. I will just be playing the beginning to the end. I hope I see more people there. But yeah, follow me on Twitter at Cheese9000X. Subscribe to me here on YouTube. I don't have anything else. You can find me on Reddit if that's your thing. You can find me on Tumblr if that's your thing. I'll make sure I have like links and stuff below. Thank you everyone for joining. This is Cheese9000X here, signing out.